going to talk about how we can get new cool stuff in because this thing is super new and cool. Hey, I think that means we're live!
Hey! Phil says we're live.
It actually worked this week.
Yes, it's working. I'm excited. Yay! Aren't you excited? You guys actually get to talk with us and stuff this time.
Guys, I'm watching the comments, but don't tell Phil because he's going to yell at me.
You are not watching the comments.
She is not watching the comments.
She's officially not, but unofficially yes.
She's not. So there.
Tell everybody that if they're watching, we want them to comment like where they're from or just hi or yo or something.
Yes. Phil normally yells at Sam for doing. He's off camera holding a conversation.
So how you guys doing today?
I'm great.
Fantastic. How are you?
I'm fantastic.
Fantastic as well.
Yes. So
talking to me. Do the show.
How are the Facebook people?
Chat, make comments, so forth, so that Phil knows that it's actually working.
Yeah. We've had a problem with Facebook likes to force Phil's computer to not connect. So we have a video that never goes on Facebook Live and gets uploaded the night of or, hi, you're from the Range. Hi, Jeff.
Sam Davis.
I'm going to get myself in trouble. Oh, no, he's not going to take it.
He's take your phone.
He will.
He does. He'll take that.
See, that's where you need the phone into the.
He would physically come take a watch off me. He would take an Apple Watch
this.
off me. Just ignore Phil blatantly.
Right. Or just hold your phone up like this so that. Because the thing is, he didn't want to see the top.
Would you guys be mad if I did this the entire show? I could read it like Ron does because he has to look over his glasses.
Well, it's like this.
Right.
Zoom.
My phone's not talking. I should join the fun here.
Yeah. But where are your glasses? You have to do the focus thing.
I actually have those. Should I pull them out?
Stephanie watching.
Stephanie.
Hi, Stephanie.
Oh, hi, honey.
Who's
you have a wife?
Yes, I do.
Hey.
Is she taking care of your sick child?
Yes, she is.
Sam, put your phone down. I'm going to make your day. Somebody's already asking about the shotgun.
Oh, tell us all about that.
It's CZ1012, and it's beautiful.
You got to talk slower because nobody knows what you just said.
No,
CZ1012. It is the new inertia-driven shotgun CZ came out with. I think they came out with it in December. It was before SHOT.
Right before SHOT, yeah.
Essentially, Benelli made a big
they didn't make a big they just developed something really cool. And they patented it.
And then they forgot when their patent...
Well, the patent expired. Because that's what happens with patents, is they expire after a certain period of time. And then everybody can use that technology. And so there are a couple of companies, CZ being one of them, that have come out with inertia-driven shotguns. And how does that one run, Sam?
I don't know yet.
What do you mean you don't know?
Have you not shot it yet?
I haven't shot it yet. I will shoot it tomorrow at trap practice. If anybody wants, I can just go live from trap practice, and I will let you guys know how it runs.
How do you hold the camera and the gun and shoot play at the same time?
I'm a very, 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 very great person.
That's
so you just throw it up and it
honestly, I'll be like, hey, Dad, hold this camera, and my dad will get confused, and then he'll flip it around to front facing, so you guys will have to deal with my dad's face, I'm sure too, because he'll be like, I don't know how this thing works.
So it sounds like we're going to have a Facebook Live tomorrow from the shotgun range, along with Jeff's Thursdays with Jeff.
Yes.
So
I like it.
All the lights.
Yeah, it's
super light.
Yeah, this thing is
super light.
This is really, really light. I got to hold it earlier before we went on air, and it was here. Can I hold it again?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm right-handed. This is the left hand. This is amazingly light. I realize that rifles have gotten lighter, and shotguns have gotten lighter, but this is. It almost feels like plastic, even though obviously there's a metal barrel. Honestly,
my biggest concern with running a new gun now is that it's going to be so light, I'm going to overswing.
Oh, very possible.
Yeah, but it's good because sometimes I'm really bad for being behind the bird, so hopefully that'll help.
Oh, there you go.
It's got a 400-inch long barrel, so
it's
28-inch. It's not even that long. If they had made it in a 30-inch, I would have ordered a 30-inch.
Yeah, and it came with the chokes.
Came with 5 chokes. It came with multiple butt stocks. I've got 3 different sizes and the little, what are the little thingies you keep calling them? Little things to adjust it.
Oh, you got
spacers?
Yeah, the spacers.
So little spacers, a whole pack of little spacers, so I can actually have it fitted to me.
Fitted to
nice.
you.
So if anybody has a recommendation on a place to have your shotgun fitted to you, let me know, because I've never had that done before.
You don't do that work here? Oh.
No.
It's kind of one of them specialty things.
Yeah,
I guess so.
Shotgun people is typically
top tier.
I will
top tier.
So those guys do a lot of bird hunting and skeet trap.
So I was talking to a couple of our regulars here, and they say having it fitted to me will make night and day difference. And I was like, sure.
No, it's like any rifle, like an AR, for example, with a classical stock or telescoping stock. The more you fit it to your shoulder, the better your accuracy because you have more control over it.
And it becomes more of a natural motion where it works with the body instead of against it.
To run it tomorrow, it's
it's pretty too.
So it sounds very pretty. We'll get to see that.
Yeah,
first shots.
Yeah, I can do that.
First shots.
You want first shots?
First shot.
You guys may end up like on a
doesn't matter.
Tripod then, because I always shoot trap alone and then shoot sporting plays with my team / group. So trap, you guys may get to watch me just put it on.
All right.
Stand. I'll have to figure that one out.
So figure it out.
I will figure it out when I will
figure
it out when I practice tomorrow.
We'll see Sam shooting plays.
Yes.
Yes.
I do that sometimes.
What else do we have going on at the range this week?
A bunch of stuff.
As always.
A bunch of classes.
CCW. Tomorrow we got a CCW class. Saturday is another CCW class. Next Tuesday, defensive handgun 3. So you do have to have 1 and 2 before you can take 3. Just happens to be we've got.
And for the record, if you're missing 3,
the following Saturday.
Yeah, if you're missing 3, you have to do an order. 3 is that Saturday, and I think low light is the next Tuesday. I think they're like back to back. So if you're trying to take them in order, those 2 are right there together. They're kind of close. I think they're only like 5 days apart, but at least you don't have to worry about forgetting what you learned. So
all the goodness.
I gotta say something about the CCW class for a second.
Oh no.
It's a good thing. That's a good thing. So even though Missouri is a constitutional carry, no CCW license required, I went through it, 4 years ago I think it was, when it was required, and the education I got from it was amazing. Now it's not really training in the truest sense because you're only shooting just enough to qualify.
Right, yeah.
It's education. Even though we don't have a legal requirement anymore in Missouri to get a CCW, take the class.
Yeah.
Take the class because you will learn what you cannot do, what you can do, where you can carry, where you can't carry.
I think it's super important as we are so close to Illinois as
that
well.
Too. And you also have reciprocity. So if you get your permit, you can travel to other states with the reciprocity and carry your gun there too.
Did you have a meeting with Phil before this? Because I think that's literally a paragraph I've heard Phil say verbatim.
No, actually.
No, but those are
for the record, if nobody knows, this is Dave.
I was just going to say we need to.
Oh yeah, who am I? Who am I? Yeah.
This is Dave. He makes a lot of dad jokes in the comments week by week.
Yeah.
But he's from Proper
International, a local-based company. We're over in St. Charles.
He makes pants. He makes most of the pullovers and the polos we wear here.
Well, you're not wearing one, but he is.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm a cold person. I'm waiting on my long sleeve. I have long sleeves ordered for us, but Mark is taking forever to get them. Yeah, and he's watching right now, so I'm looking at you.
Yes, the ones that we're supposed to have that are real nice and thick and good.
They were supposed to be here in like February.
Speaking of warm, it's like 60 degrees outside.
It's beautiful. Why are we shooting this in here?
I don't know.
Because Phil can't move.
I already said I was feeling a little under the weather. I mean, you did leave early.
Hey, no, you wait till turkey season. You've got like 2.5 weeks.
That's right.
I don't get to turkey hunt anymore. So.
Why not?
Why can't you take the girls?
Because that doesn't, they're not into turkeys.
Oh, well.
And turkeys, I have no luck with turkeys. I went for 7 years in a row there's too much of that sitting totally still thing for way too long. Again, we get close and then I'll do something and then spook them off. And
that's what my dad goes, just remember, they can see you blink from 3 miles away. And I was like, I feel like you're exaggerating a pinch.
Yeah, but it is supposedly they can see your eyes blink from like 75 yards or something ridiculous. So
eyes.
Yeah.
But yet they're lured by a call. That clearly is not yours.
Well, they're still males.
Sharp eyesight, not much more going on
when they have a chance.
Well, true.
I was always told that deer and turkeys run together because one has really good ears and one has really good vision, and they suck. And that's why they're always like, let's hang out in the same field.
Yeah, it's
so let's avoid death.
Smell and vision, yes. Turkeys have the sense of vision, and the deer have the sense of smell. And so
I thought Dave was going to reach over and smell you for a second, like.
I don't smell like a dork.
No, not on live camera.
I don't smell like a dork. Wow.
Did you say you don't smell like a dork?
A deer.
Oh,
a dork.
Okay.
A dork.
A dork.
I don't smell like a dork.
I don't smell like a dork.
Deer. Yes.
What's next, Chris?
So then, news in the news, because we're going to get back to the other exciting thing coming up on the 15th.
The main reason I'm sitting right here.
Yes.
We'll get to
so we're going to make
him
wait.
Well, it's at the grand finale, if you will.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think it is a grand finale. I mean,
it is kind of amazing.
Showing up,
so keep watching.
Be awesome.
Yesterday was a sad day.
Yesterday, first round of the taking of our Second Amendment rights away. So, according to some, we're not sure who, because there's been no proof. We've found no new information in the past, year and a half. Allegedly, a shooter in Las Vegas used a bump stock, or is thought that he used a bump stock to simulate a full auto machine gun, and that turned into all bump stock, slide fires, whatever you want to call them, to be completely banned. They are now full machine guns, and thanks to the Hughes Amendment, you cannot get any kind of a stamp on that because nothing after 86 is legal to sell to a regular civilian. So, bump stock ban went into effect yesterday. The judges have all basically wiped all of the stays off. So if you have one now, you should not have one. It is a 10 years in federal prison and a $250,000 fine for each violation of selling, owning, or otherwise of any kind of a bump fire. Still technically legal to keep your finger, because as we know, there are ways to make that same happen from a finger. So, as we know so far, you can still keep your finger. Guys like Jerry Miculek.
Oh, nice sneak peek there, Chris.
Yeah. I was thinking it.
Are still able to keep his fingers. So, one down on that one. So, I know there was a whole lot of boating accidents that happened over the weekend.
Those bump stocks kind of fell overboard.
Yeah,
Oops.
It's very upsetting. People losing out on lots of firearms. It was a bad weekend for boats, I guess. It is what it is. Yeah. But unfortunately, those fish hopefully will never get caught. Get it? Get it?
Yeah, I got it. Hey, I went to school on that
Dave's
one.
here. Dad jokes.
That's right.
We got to ramp them up.
That's right.
I approved all dad jokes.
I'll tell you, it's weird being on this side of the camera because normally I'm the one commenting with snide comments about the program, and I can't do that. I mean, I could.
You could just comment.
You could, but Phil will take away your phone.
He will. He will.
Yes, he's already threatened.
You'll see an arm reach across and yank it out of my hand.
Oh, no, he'll come over here and like physically like take it from you and like smack you upside the head and then walk away.
Okay.
Probably.
He'll dad you like just like he would his children.
Oh, that's the worst.
It is. Dads are the worst.
Wait, I am one.
Wait a minute.
I'm in a room full of them.
Yes. There's three of us in here.
You're surrounded.
Yeah.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
Yes.
It's a trap.
So, other exciting news though, the Second Amendment Preservation Act, SB 367, is now going up in Missouri. It is basically saying no more federal gun laws. So, in short, it's going to protect all of your Second Amendment rights. In fact, give you some extras because, in short, it includes taxes, stamps, fees excessively applied to firearms, ammunition, or accessories. It applies to all registration or tracking. So none of that will be valid in the state of Missouri.
So how does it apply to suppressors?
Exactly. Suppressors are under the federal protections, and if this goes through, it means nothing in the state of Missouri. That is state. There is still a lot of confusion because the feds, it's still against the law for the feds. So it is against federal law. Federal agents can still come in. Federal agents can still prosecute. Federal agents can do things. But the law as written specifically says that no state representative of any format can help in any way, or they are held to legal standards. So that means jail time, fines, so on and so forth. And so it's pretty interesting the way it's looking. It's kind of a step in the right direction, in my opinion.
It just sounds cool to say too.
It is.
Right. Now, there are some other states that are doing
SB
things like this.
367.
Oh yeah, sounds
like
so
it
official.
just sounds like so just important.
It's
and
passed
cool.
the Senate
almost
already.
like a caliber.
Yes.
And the cool thing
anybody's
is,
listening out there, that's an
it's
idea.
headed to the governor, and the governor actually, a couple of years ago, was on board with this same kind of a bill, very similar bill, from a few years ago. So
wasn't it brought up in 14, I think, originally?
it was 14, and there was
Yeah.
another one in 16.
Yeah.
We only know that because we saw it posted. We're like, no, that's got to be
That's
like
5 years old.
Yeah, no, it's just like coming back around. We're like, wait a minute,
Right.
that date
Right.
lines
It's updated.
up.
Yes.
Because Phil was like, no, you guys are all wrong.
Yeah,
and then we
it's
go in
awesome.
there and we were like, Phil, and he's like, you're not wrong.
Wrong, after all.
He yells sometimes
He
from his
doesn't like saying
office.
that.
You can't see this, but Phil is glaring at us.
He is.
Yeah, we're getting that dad.
Sorry,
look.
Phil.
Guys, I'm so grounded.
And take your shotgun away.
Honestly, I'm surprised they didn't yesterday because I was not here. I was off work, so I was waiting to come into this thing like hidden from me in parts and pieces all across Baldwin.
It
Nice.
was not discussed.
Openly.
They probably had a conference call over
That's
it.
my
Probably.
story. I'm going to stick to it.
Ooh, Chris
So-
Cox is commenting. That means there's legal knowledge. I'm going to open it.
Uh-oh. What's Chris say?
He
Take-
says state can't get rid of federal laws. Feds can still enforce and prosecute you. I view it as more
Symbolic?
symbolic. Thank you. I was going to say symbolic.
Symbolotica.
Well,
Symbolica.
Well-
yeah,
which is
and
my
where
personal view on it.
I can't argue with it at
Yeah.
all.
Right.
It is the reality.
And
The
we're-
state can't do anything. The feds absolutely still can.
Right.
Whether they have the ability to enforce any of that, I don't know.
My
because
thought is
they
it's kind of the
won't
same
have
as
any
the,
kind of help from any
Yeah.
state individual. So none of the cops will help. None of the authorities on the state side can legally help in any format. So the feds still can do what they're going to do, and that's very similar. Other states are doing the same kind of a thing. Kansas has that already, and there is a case that they're trying to bring all the way to the Supreme Court on that, where
Well, the thought would be
the
that
two Kansas guys engaged in the creating and selling and buying and all that of a non-registered suppressor. They both were arrested by the federal side of things, and they were given a pretty light sentence, all things considered. No jail time, just I think it's either 2 or 5 years probation, one of the two. The downside is they're technically felons, so now
it's a felony, so now they can't have any guns.
No guns whatsoever. So Gun Owners of America are fighting on that and trying to get that appealed all the way up to the Supreme Court, trying to get them to take the case, which would be awesome. And if that case were to go that way, that we're hoping at least it will, and this passes in Missouri, hopefully it could mean the end of some really outdated and silly laws that ultimately are just numbers games.
I guess the hope would be that more states apply the same thing, and eventually it goes to a federal level.
Yeah. So
to the point where even Illinois caves.
Let's be realistic.
I know. Sorry, utopian thought.
hey,
California is more likely to actually break off and become its own country.
Got my vote.
They're trying. They're trying.
Spent 3 years there. Got my
Illinois
vote.
is trying to take their state back. The southern Illinois side is trying to take their state back, trying to basically take Cook County and push it out.
Right.
Cook County, wonderful guys up there. We got the new Jussie Smollett issue.
And that's the big problem with Illinois is the capital
Waive
is
the
Springfield,
problems if you've got money.
but the real capital is Chicago.
Right.
So
And Chicago runs the
rules
state.
everything.
And so most of the people who live in Illinois are they're left out
Right.
of the whole process.
So even us who don't live in
entirely.
Illinois, just like Chris goes over and shoots in Sparta, like even that can be just a headache.
Just getting there.
Yeah.
It's a couple hours away, and just getting there. And all these rules about where the gun can be on you or in the trunk
Especially
or
like
loaded.
Cameron runs like an SBR and has a can and stuff, and like,
do
sorry,
that
that's
over
not
there.
an option.
Yeah.
You can't run that in a match.
Can't take it over there.
Yeah, no. So it's just we've traveled over there a couple times for matches and stuff, and that's just a total headache. Even to just go through it. Like when I go to Tennessee, I'm like, I'll go around. I'm just going to go through Kentucky. I don't care if I get lost and there's banjos.
Just went to Tennessee
Yeah.
last week, and we took the long route, and it adds about 2 hours to the trip.
It's worth it.
But it is much better to add 2 hours to the trip than it is to.
We go to North Carolina twice a year, and we drive the whole way, and I always get nervous going through Illinois. The other 4 states that I go through, they're fine with Missouri law. They're very, but in Illinois, I always get nervous going through there.
They also have terrible roads, so I'll avoid it at all
There's that too.
costs.
And smells.
Yeah, I don't know how one whole state just smells. The whole state.
Top down, Chicago trickles.
The whole city just is gross.
Yes.
I remember
They call that the Great Flyway, don't they?
I used to think like, oh, I'm just right over the river. Like it must be like just all like the city smog. And a couple weeks ago, I drove like 2 hours into the state for a concert, and I was like, how does it still smell weird 2 hours into the state?
It lingers. It follows you.
Apparently, it just like clings.
Right.
It's like cigarette smoke.
It's just there.
I'm just judging you because you're trying to get cancer.
Yeah, well, no.
I didn't say a word.
I just want you
moving on to something more exciting as well. The Hearing Protection Act is back in the Senate. They brought that back up. H.P.A. S817. So there are a couple of guys out there still fighting for the little guy that just wants to keep his earballs safe. Get more kids involved. I mean, suppressors add a lot to it. It does not make them movie quiet.
No.
We actually just had a great big event with SIG Days, put together a suppressor event so everybody could come out. A lot of guys, cool. We had like 30-something people that showed up. A lot of guys that never shot suppressed guns. We do have them here, so if you want to come in, want to talk about getting a suppressor, want to see what the real difference is, let us know. We can take care of that for you.
If you want to take that class, comment below, because Jacob has offered to come back in and do that clinic again.
Yes, we will be doing another one.
And the knowledge part was actually my favorite part, like learning where they came from and the origin and like how they operate and stuff was super great. And Jacob from SIG, as well as RJ here, went over a lot of stuff. And it was just very informative. So yeah, I mean, if you guys want to know that,
20 to 30 decibels off of the shot report.
I mean,
which is about the equivalent of wearing a set of ear protection. So depending on how you set things up, you can get you can make it a little easier on the ears to where no hearing protection is required, and it's hearing safe. On the other side of things, some of the other calibers, some of the other rounds are still loud. But you're looking at something that's like jackhammer loud. Something that, unfortunately, some of you live in some of these cities, not necessarily St. Louis as much, but they got jackhammers starting at 7:30 in the morning.
Sometimes earlier.
Noise requirements
when
sometimes
roofing
keep
season
them
comes around?
not horribly, but yeah, neighbors getting a roof, you're getting a roof, all that stuff. The same kind of noise level. So it's not like they're movie quiet, but it definitely makes it to a point where it's not something that you have to wear ears. I know as a hunter, it would be
that was a big point
awesome
Jacob made was hunting, and I mean kids is huge.
Yeah, that's the number one thing that scares most of the kids when they're starting to learn.
The loud sound, the big concussion when that 9mm goes off.
My nephew's 6, and the recoil and the actual gun itself, like he can tell you how to safely handle it. And but when it comes to like the bang, he's like, that hurts.
Yes.
Because those little ears are sensitive.
Especially indoors.
Yeah.
If you're downstairs shooting indoors, any indoor range. Yeah. You got concrete walls, concrete floor, concrete ceiling. It's going to bounce.
Yeah.
And if you get stuck on one of the edges, that concrete's right there by your ear. Yeah. And it comes off there, and that concussion, that shockwave just comes right back at you. It's hard to take that.
I never really thought of that as an adult, because I was like, maybe you're just being a sissy. But to see my nephew like watch the difference, like obviously, like the minute things get quieter, it makes all the difference in the world.
Yep.
I mean,
and that's the biggest, I think, obstacle right now is overcoming the idea of what Hollywood has told us the silencers are or suppressors are. They'll show James Bond walking in with a suppressor. He'll shoot somebody, and the guy next door in that same next room doesn't hear him. Well, he will. In real life, he will hear that shot go off.
Yeah.
But it won't be as loud as it would be without one. But it's still going to be a big bang. It's still going to be loud. It's not going to be like you can walk up to somebody and shoot them like you're stabbing them. It's not silent killer.
Right.
It still makes a lot of noise.
I think we just fight that battle with all gun things, Hollywood. Though that's not just cans.
Never get your knowledge from Hollywood.
This automatic killed 87 people. That's not how that math.
With like 80 rounds before they do.
Yes.
Oh wait, no, they never do reloads.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
And you never have to reload. I just want one of those magazines.
I really just love to
competition shooting would be a whole lot easier if you never had to reload.
You would definitely be a winner.
I just need one for my shotgun. Like pistols, all right, I can do a pistol in under a couple of seconds. I can do a rifle in under a couple of seconds. But a shotgun, like an never-ending magazine for a shotgun, that would be awesome. A free gun would be so much easier.
You would definitely do significantly better.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, if you took out reloads,
I would have significantly less problems in reloads.
Well, your luck, like it would be just like CMMG. The magazine would just be like, nope. You just stop every couple of rounds. That would be your luck, and you'd just be fixing jams constantly.
Oh, that was if magazines were created by Microsoft.
No, CMMG always gives me like the super long ones and like SHOT Shows.
Like it comes back.
It's like 3 magazines that welded together, but the spring doesn't have.
How many rounds in that?
90.
90.
Yeah.
Wow. Yes.
They were trying to do way fun stuff, and it was awesome because I had my baby and he had this big old long and it just didn't want to run.
CMMG and our buddy popped on.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Mike.
Can we tell them?
Yeah.
Can we tell them?
Tell them.
Oh,
we're ordering CMMG guns and they'll be here in the store. Not just Chris's. I don't have to take Chris's out of the office every time I show you. Like we are getting Banshees, and they're going to be here in the store, so you can touch
guards, Banshee mutants. I know it's not a mutant. Whatever. I still call it a mutant.
It's a mutant.
The MK47. Technically, they're not supposed to call it a mutant, but we can still call it a mutant.
Have you had a chance to tour their facility in Columbia?
No.
I went out there with Kevin Dixie last year. He took some folks, some kids.
Oh, that was so awesome.
That was great. And my son and I went out there and got to tour the making of the ARs, all the parts put together, and how it's all done from scratch. Making barrels. It's an amazing facility out there.
Dude, and those guys are like, I have not met one person that in any way represents CMMG that's not just
they're all outstanding.
Awesome dudes.
Yeah.
So.
Mike just always has us come shoot. He doesn't show us how the fun stuff's made.
Ask him for a tour.
He has offered
Mike, we're gonna come up for a tour.
Yes, we just need to say, hey, we're gonna come at this point.
Just don't take pictures of their operations.
Don't try. You can't give them too much trouble on that. But we will have them here
in the store, to touch.
In the store, to touch. Still working on trying to get a couple onto the range for demos.
Okay,
we're trying.
But mine is always here because people like to see it, and so I just leave mine here. So if you want to shoot, it just takes a special request.
That note.
Be nice to Chris.
Yeah, Phil's ordering one. When will yours be here?
I don't know, a couple weeks.
Soon.
Okay. That being said, as far as one on the range, drop in the comments like what you would like to see as far as CMMG on the range, because they have a lot of different options. So if there's a specific model, caliber.
We need to find a way to get a hush puppy.
A hush puppy? Mike, can we make that happen?
Yes.
I love a hush puppy.
That's my second favorite gun that they have. Is the hush puppy.
It makes 22 so much better.
Just 22 just.
Yeah. And
25 rounds just dump out the side.
They have a cool ripstock too.
Those are super awesome. We got those last time we went up.
Yes.
Yeah.
So everything that we bring in will have either the rip braces or the rip stocks.
That's exactly how it goes too. I have a video of Chris and it's literally like. Bzz.
I'm impressed. That was 3 times.
I know. My voice gets real.
Especially when you have like a hush puppy and the.
For those who don't know, a hush puppy is, I don't even know how long it is. It's little.
It's a baby.
It's like
small.
this
4-inch
big.
barrel.
Yeah.
Like a 4-inch barrel, 22.
22 with suppressed.
It's full on. It's amazing.
It just kind of spits the rounds out. You can't really, I mean, you can hear it, but you got to listen.
It just goes, bleh.
Yeah.
And that's it. That was 25 rounds.
Yeah. It's full auto.
Like that.
Yeah.
Brass just
we
flying.
have videos of Chris and I shooting it last time we went up to see Mike, and it's just
so much awesome.
Gone.
Yeah, my son got to shoot it.
Yeah,
he was
actually,
10 at
that's
the
how I
time.
know. My nephew, that was my nephew's first time shooting full auto. I was like, "Do you want to shoot full auto?" He's like, "No, those are big and scary." I'm like, "Trust me, my man.
It's not that bad.
Trust me."
Yeah.
So I have videos of my nephew he's just like, "That was so cool." I'm like,
yes.
I probably shouldn't have started this early. You're only 6.
You're gonna get hooked. he will be hooked.
He's already hooked. He's a sucker.
So we will have those coming soon. I'm so excited.
I am so excited. I've been waiting for a long time for that. So it'll be really nice to have them in stock.
What's this rant thing you have written down here?
Every week we do a rant and a hero. We'll get there. Don't worry.
Sorry.
We're gonna pull
jumping a gun.
Some others.
You should know that. You watch every week.
I do watch every week.
Do you even listen, or do you just join the comments and harass us?
I just comment.
I
He
figured.
just kind of waits and tries to figure out how many dad jokes he can come up with.
87 and a half.
Oh,
What's the half?
I don't know. You probably like started it and then
Is
forgot.
that like a failed dad joke?
Maybe it is a failed.
Punchline that.
Or like Phil
punch?
finished the joke. Like maybe he started the joke, but Phil already knew the answer, like the pterodactyl one.
Yes.
So I mean, I guess it's a possibility.
Should I tell that joke?
I don't know.
If you would like to tell Facebook
I
that
say
joke.
go for it.
Facebook, do you know why you cannot hear a pterodactyl urinate? Because the P is silent.
Hey!
Mark
Okay.
is sitting in the office right now watching this going, why did we let him go out?
Exactly. I think Phil just put his head in his hands. Did you see that?
Mark decided not to show up so that Dave could show up, and we pre-warned Mark that we were going to have dad jokes. He still said,
yeah.
I'm still not going to be there.
I still don't like you guys. Goodbye.
Well, in all fairness, he is at, I believe, St. Louis County Police Academy.
He was doing something with the police
doing
academy.
something productive today.
Likely story.
Well, one day a week.
I feel like that's still.
I am being productive.
Of
course I'm being productive.
You can go shoot after this.
Doing things.
You're already here.
Ooh, I like it. I like it.
You're already here.
It's
so
like
might as
work
well.
related.
Absolutely.
Can you like? Is that like one of those things you can like make it work? Like business meetings, like this was work.
Well, right. He is here on official business.
I am.
Official business.
And in order for us to know how to design clothes, we have to put ourselves into the environment.
There we go. The man's a genius.
There we go.
That way they know what the heck they're doing.
Write that down.
Sam, get off your phone.
I'm just
looking.
So Mike has dad jokes.
Yes. What are Mike's dad's jokes?
Mike says, "My stomach is flat." The L is silent.
Yes, I like it.
There's a reason when you go to Vegas, you go to dinner with Mike Odell. The man knows where to go.
I like it.
He's a good guy to hang out with in Vegas.
Although Phil had really good taste. That was the best Italian food.
That was very good.
Phil had good taste.
And we did see the little munchkin guy.
Yeah.
The little
and
munchkin guy?
Phil still was
they
like...
They had this little man, he's about yay tall, and he has a guitar.
No, an accordion.
An accordion.
An accordion?
Yeah, and we were...
900 years old.
900 years old.
Really? Yeah. He was an elf.
And he comes up and he starts playing, and then when he's done playing, he just turns and looks with his hand out, and you give him money.
That is the assumptive close.
Yes.
He assumes you're going to pay him a tip.
900-year-old Italian man that comes up and plays some music for you and then asks for money?
With no windows.
Yeah, the restaurant has no windows.
None.
Like, I've never seen Phil scared of anything, but this man puts out his hand and Phil's like, take my money, what do you want?
And
what do you want?
He's a little guy.
Because he can bite your knees.
You know that, like, if you don't, things could go bad very quickly.
Very fast.
Why is there no gun on the table?
Why is there no gun on the table?
Here, Brian. That's all I got for you. I should probably do it this way, though.
Is it Tackenberg?
Yeah, it's Tackenberg.
He likes the CZ stuff.
Oh, yeah, it's a CZ. He's not going to yell because it's not the right.
Right.
Yeah.
Here, let's I think, there you go.
Beautiful.
No, it would have to be a SIG shotgun for him to be happy. Oh, wait, SIG doesn't make any sense.
SIG doesn't make one.
You got a SIG shirt on,
I do have a SIG shirt on.
They'll give you like half
Jacob
points.
hooked a girl up. If they made one, I'd probably maybe look at it. I actually talked to Jacob about that this weekend, and he said if there was enough, like a need for it or a market for it, probably. But as of now, there's nothing planned in the works. Nothing.
Well, according to Uncle Joe, all we need is a double barrel shotgun.
So instead, SIG just provides you with this super cool pullover.
Well, they're too busy providing army pistols.
Just don't drop them.
Right.
They fixed that now.
They're still never going to live down.
That's one of those. So you will always, when you pick up one of those, you will always think, has this been fixed or not?
Yeah.
You'll always question
admit, though,
it.
that X5 shoots really good.
Oh, I like the way they shoot.
Really?
Just hold on to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just don't drop it.
Just don't drop it.
And
But.
Rant.
Oh my gosh, this made me so mad.
So I think we have the video. Do we have the video for this as well?
This was a fun one.
Did we look at the video?
Gas station?
Yeah,
the gas station
one.
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna show you a video.
So a rant is be really like pay attention to what you're doing.
Situational awareness.
Basics to it. Multiple guys without guns.
Yeah.
Guy with gun. The guys without guns start fighting with guy with gun. Wow, like that's.
Show the video.
You really got to know what you're doing.
It's courageous because he had the gun. Well, you'll see in a minute. He had the gun pointed at them.
Yeah.
And they just turn on him.
Yeah. So check out the video, and then we'll be back to kind of go over what are some of the really bad ideas here.
Put it on the table again.
And we're back.
So
I brought this video up because it made me mad. And Phil was like, well, if somebody's pointing a gun at me and I didn't have any other way to defend myself, I'd do the same. But also, that's a quick way to like get shot in the stomach, shoot an innocent person around you because you're just wrestling for a loaded gun, and all it takes is somebody's finger in that trigger, and that's
training. If that's all you can do, if you don't have a gun, you're unarmed. I mean, I'd rather go down fighting than go down. You know,
and the
one guy in the plaid, he's just like walking away, running. Like, what happens then? You're gonna watch these other guys get shot, and then you're just gonna turn and run? Like,
I'm not gonna say
not
like
my cup of tea.
If it wasn't a situation I was in, like I wouldn't do the same. But also at the same time, like that's terrifying to me because I'm sure those guys, no offense, probably don't have any training towards that.
The guy that ended up getting the gun had a CCW. Has a CCW in Indiana. There's 4 brothers, 2 sets of brothers. They're all cousins as well. They're hanging out for their 21st. It's like 3:45 in the morning. They just left the bar. One of them's just turned 21. They're celebrating that. The driver was their designated driver, so he didn't have anything to drink that night. He was in the car still when the initial altercation happened, if you didn't see him kind of pop out of the car. But it's unfortunate that these kinds of things keep happening. One of the things that really sticks out in my mind is this happened in Broward County. We've heard so much about Broward County in the past year and a half. I'm tired of hearing about the Parkland shooter, blah, blah, blah. Fix your problems, guys. This isn't a gun problem. This is a people problem. This guy did technically have a gun, but where did he get that gun? Well, let's just look in there. Oh, it's a silver Taurus. Stolen in 2017 during a vehicle burglary. Fix your problem, guys. But we should make more
gun laws because, bad guys have to do background checks too, right?
Of course, yes.
Obviously, yes. I forgot.
So when they're in that back alley buying that gun, they fill out the form.
Or when they go, they steal the vehicle, they go back through and they submit a 4473 and have their local gun store
to
make sure they can legally possess.
That's how.
So I know somebody asked about this because Phil told me. This is not a TriStar. It's the new CZ 1012, 6.5 pounds. It's beautiful, 28 inch. And yes, Mike, this part is great. That's all. There was multiple comments.
But it's not a mutant.
It's not a mutant. It's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, but it's not a mutant.
If you're right, it's not. They're nothing alike.
So I mean, now the other guy that was in the car, he was arrested. They did arrest him. But the guy that actually pulled the gun out initially and started the altercation is still on the loose.
Can you imagine if you were like the guy
Broward
driving and had no idea?
probably not going to chase after him. They have a tendency of running from problems. But
can you imagine if like you were just like taking your friend to the gas station, you thought it was like a normal day, and all of a sudden you look over and he's like trying to mug somebody, and now you're the guy stuck with that? Like, well, we caught you.
I have a feeling that's probably not the first time.
Well, I think he knew about it also because if you look at the back half of that video, he comes out and tries to get them off of the original assailant.
Yeah.
And so he's kind of aiding his friend.
Oh, absolutely.
I'm just saying, like, can you imagine? Like, I'm sure, like, in this case, that's not how it played out. But can you imagine if, like, your friend just said, first off, you need new friends, to be shady and, like, I'm going to go rob these guys, but you're the one who drove, so now
you're in it.
You're in it. You're now involved, and now you're going to jail.
Right. Congratulations.
That's why I don't have friends.
Huh.
Just don't have these kinds of friends.
Hadn't thought of it that way.
Or just,
if your friends are into, like stealing cars,
you know what my friends are into?
Probably don't want to hang out.
2 tax stamp Tuesdays.
Yeah. But you don't have any friends.
I have Cameron. He identifies as a Glock, so we're friends.
Oh, okay. All right. Which model?
I think the 34 at this point. Okay. He's really attached to that.
He's kind of a small guy, though.
He's more of like a 42.
He's like a... I don't know if he's that small. I'm thinking more like a 19 kind of guy.
That revolver I posted earlier weighs more than Cameron does.
That thing is super light, though. Like,
so he's a 43X. That went downhill fast.
Wow. That did.
We're going to use that as a nice transition.
So anywho,
our hero is going to come in the form of a little bit of a different sense. We're going to give Proper the hero today because what y'all pulled together I mean, we work together on this, but
right. This is a joint event held here at the range. Now, I'm going to throw out a name, and if you're not familiar with this name, you're obviously not a gun guy.
Yeah, you shouldn't.
Does the name Jerry Miculek mean anything to you?
No. Can you tell me who he is? I need to know more.
Yes. Nice plant. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good segue. So, if you're not familiar with Jerry Miculek, he is considered by many the world's fastest shooter.
He's got records to prove
He
it.
holds 6 world's records, actually, and they've all been verified.
Yes.
And
some of them have stood, what, almost 20 years?
20 years, yeah. Yeah, he has one where he has shot, I believe, a 6-shot revolver.
6 shots, reload
and 6 shots in 2.9 seconds. Yeah, 2.9 seconds.
Now he's got 8 rounds out of a revolver in 1.8
or 1.9.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I can't fire 2 shots that fast out of a revolver, especially.
I mean, you're talking about a guy that, when pitted up against, with him just a semi-automatic M&P, him running against a bump fire, he beat the bump fire in accuracy as well, and then a full auto.
Right.
And lost by, I think, 1 round on the full auto. Only because you can kind of tell in the slow-mo, the finger lost a little bit towards that 25th or so round.
I think that's expected.
I would give him a pass on that one.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're talking about like 0.01 second split differences.
Right.
I mean, the man raised a daughter who holds how many records does?
I don't know how many, but Jerry has said that he thinks Lena one day will be faster than he is.
So she owns multiple
she has her own records.
Well.
Yeah.
And she is.
And she's now running a lot of PCC as well.
Super cool person.
Yeah.
I just want to be your friend in real life.
Super cool peoples.
Yes.
I got the chance to meet all of them a couple of years ago down in Texas, and I hung out with them, drank.
They're just people.
They are. They really are. I got to hang out with him down on his place in Louisiana in September. 4 lucky winners from around the country got to go down with me and another person from Proper and shoot with Jerry and against Jerry in competition. And he trained and taught. We spent all day long on his range. He is just a good old Southern boy. Yeah, there's nothing pretentious about him. He is as humble as can be. He's a great guy to hang around with.
Well, it was super cool because at SHOT, they're all signing stuff at, I don't remember what booth they were at.
Ours for a while.
Yeah, that's where I saw him though, because the whole family was together. It might have been Mossberg or something.
Probably
the whole family
Mossberg.
was signing.
Yeah.
And I was just like, everybody at SHOT, there's a couple that are real uppity. They don't really want to talk to you. They're too good. And then I'm like, look at Lena's pants. And she's like, I got them from here. Would you like me to send you a link? And I was like, oh, she's just just people.
Lena's cool.
Like they're just totally just like
totally cool people.
Yeah.
Like, do you know where a cooler is? I could use a water and I lost.
Right.
Like they're just people and they're super awesome. They're so humble.
Yep. So this event we're doing is Monday, April 15th.
Yes, tax day.
Tax day, yes. So I hope you've already filed your taxes.
Celebrate.
Maybe. Celebrate. Yeah, celebrate that. So it's divided into 2 segments. So from 6 to 7, there's going to be a chance to shoot against Jerry. Good luck with that.
I'm hoping Jake Dale gives it a run.
We'll have videos on that.
We will.
So you can see the aftermath of how bad he beats us.
That's right. 25 lucky people will get to do this. Now, before you get real excited though, the tickets are sold out. We sold them out in, what, 4 days?
Yes.
They were
gone. The good news is, to my knowledge, Phil, is there a waiting list?
There is not. I can make one.
So, Phil could make a waiting list and we could toss you on it. I can't guarantee anybody can't make it last minute, but if somebody can't,
write it down just in case.
Let me know if you went on that waiting list.
So 25 shooters will compete against him in an IDPA style match downstairs in Bay 3. And Dustin will set that up for us.
And what are we shooting at in it?
I'm not sure exactly how many targets we're going to have.
No. What's the...
pistol.
No. Try again.
Is it 2-gun?
What are we shooting at?
Shooting at?
Armor.
Oh, that's part of it.
Yes.
Yes.
That's a great part that you can't forget.
Well, I'm not going to forget that because she just said it.
Got there.
So they're going to be shooting an IDPA style or USPSA style match. And one of the targets will be...
IDPA, no.
Competition style.
I know this is Jerry, though. We're not doing IDPA. We want to see fast.
Well, yes.
We want to see fast. We want to see transitions.
The final target is going to be probably some level 3A soft body armor from Proper. Yes, we make body armor. NIJ certified body armor. We sell nothing that is not NIJ certified. So all of you law enforcement guys out there who are looking to get armor, look to us because we've passed all the tests and we guarantee you're going to be protected from the rounds that NIJ certifies. So, in fact, the reason he's here at all is the next day, I'll get back to this event in a second, the next day we're having a non-open to the public LE only, range day out at the St. Charles County Police Training Facility out off 94. And we're going to have about 25 to 30 law enforcement guys out there, and they get to not only see us shoot the armor, but they get to shoot the armor.
I do believe we'll be there. I do believe Kelly will be there for us.
Yeah, somebody from here is going to be there.
For those who don't know, we are the SIG LE, I guess, distributor?
The Missouri
dealer for
law enforcement dealer.
Yeah.
So Kelly gets to go hang out with these guys on Tuesday.
And shoot
fun.
And have all kinds of fun. He's super excited.
Yeah.
He's like all smiles. Not that he ever isn't all smiles.
Right.
But he's super excited.
Yeah, we're also going to have Jared Ogden, Navy SEAL, with his Triumph Systems targets as well out there.
We love those.
So,
Everybody knows we love them.
Yeah. Pivotal trainers are awesome.
They are. Now, both Jerry and Jared are two of our brand ambassadors, Mandy Bachman being the third one, who, speaking of IDPA, she works directly for IDPA for Joyce Wilson. She is. She's fantastic. But anyway, so back to this whole thing. So the second half of this is open to the public, and this is from 7 to 8. And this is come on and meet and greet Jerry right here at the range. We're gonna have a little table set up, and we're gonna, for the first 100 people, you get a signed picture, personally signed by Jerry on the spot. Get to meet him, get to talk to him, hang out with him. It's gonna be a lot of fun. If you've never met him, it's fantastic. And Phil needs to add something.
So Frank just commented and said he's too embarrassed to shoot against him, but wants to come meet him afterwards and wants to contribute to Backstoppers. Let him know the Backstoppers.
Yes, that's my next point of this. Yes, so all of the proceeds from this evening go to Backstoppers. And again, if you're not familiar with Backstoppers, it is a local organization here which supports the families of wounded and fallen first responders. And they have been around since hang on a second, I'll look this up, 59. So they've been around a long, long time. And I happen to have the logo for the Guns N' Hoses boxing match, which is every Thanksgiving. And it pits cops against firefighters.
And it's awesome.
And sometimes cops against cops, which was really weird last time.
Yes.
Yeah, it was really weird.
Because there were not enough firefighters to fight last time, so they had to pull some cops over the other side.
It was still really, really cool. It was just, we all went.
Tons of fun. Yeah,
the
Range was a sponsor last year as well, so we had a whole bunch.
And just that event alone last year raised a record $800,000.
That is so cool.
For Backstoppers.
And for the record, for that, if you don't carry cash, I do have a SKU in our system that I can put it through our register, and we'll just write a check to proper the night of.
Yeah, and Backstoppers will be here that night too.
Yes.
They're gonna have a table.
So I don't know. I didn't know if they had like a little card here for donations, but if not, we can put it through the register, and it'll just go to the grand total that we send to them after the event.
Yeah. So yes, please come on by and see Backstoppers and support the event. It's gonna be fantastic. Again, from 7 to 8. One word real quick to the shooters. Please be here by 5:45 at the latest.
Yes.
5:40, because there's a safety briefing before you go downstairs to shoot. So, and it's about 15 minutes long. So please be here at 5:45 if you have a ticket, and you're going to be here for that. 5:45 at that.
Please.
Yes, please.
I was going to say something before you went to that. I forgot.
I don't know.
Neither. Oh, Proper. He forgot a good part. They're going to run some pretty cool deals that day.
Yeah, we are.
Actually, a little bird told me they're going to bring in some stuff that we don't usually keep in store because obviously we cannot keep everything they make here. So they're going to be bringing in some of that stuff, so you guys can check that out because they make a ton of cool stuff. Polos, pullovers, pants, boots, hats, belts, backpacks, range bags.
Approved for military use as
yes,
well?
2 of them.
Yes, Cameron just bought a new pair, actually.
Yep. In fact, the Series 300 are made in the USA, so they're also very compliant.
Very compliant. So
there you go.
I mean, that's a local company, guys. Like right here in our backyard, right over in
52
St. Charles.
years old. Been around for 5 decades.
52 years young. Dave.
Yes, 1967.
Young.
Young.
No, at that point, we're talking business. It's okay to be 52
Phil's got a
years
question.
old.
Yes.
Somehow I can't find the comment now. I think it was Jeff Combs who asked, I can't find his comment, asked how much it was to shoot with Jerry.
The tickets are $50 a piece.
It
was $50 a piece.
Yeah.
But again, they're all sold out. We'll let you guys work out if you want to do a waiting list.
If you want to message me, Jeff, I'll start a waiting list, and if somebody for some reason backs out, can't make it, etc., I'll let you know. And that shouldn't be a problem at all. So just shoot me a message and don't let me forget, and I'll put it down and leave a note on my desk that we have a waiting list started. So Phil and I can keep track of that.
They give you a desk?
I have my own office. Me and Chris share an office.
So it's not your own. If I should just sacrifice
it was my own before I got a Chris.
Let that one go to the highest bidder and just like
bid that last one out.
Auction.
I can auction my spot
starting at $100.
I don't know. I don't know.
Would you guys be down for that if we opened up like
kind of cool.
If we opened up another spot and you guys just had to like bidding wars for it? Like, we can make Phil talk really fast. You guys can hold up little
We
cards.
have a limit of 25 shooters, though.
That's what I'm saying. Give up my spot.
Oh, give up your spot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, you paid money for this?
Yeah.
Excellent. Good for you.
$50. You got to do that, right?
Good for you.
So you do that and then just like open that back up and just.
And if you want to know more about Jerry, we have a proper profile. We call it a video series on our YouTube page.
Fancy.
So go over there and see his proper profile, and some of the questions we ask are things like how to get started in shooting.
Proper profile.
That's right. I like the alliteration. Always avoid alliteration? No. So the proper profile is, we have one for all of our ambassadors, but Jerry's the one who's mentioned here. But you'll get to know more about him. And we filmed that when we were down in Louisiana last fall. It's on his range.
That's super cool.
Yeah,
He's
it was
awesome
fun.
Guy.
He really is.
I'm excited. Just get to see him again.
I just so for those who don't know, our Jake here is a huge wheel gun guy. That's like his bread and butter, and the kid he's humble. He can run one. So I just want to see Jake run comparatively. Because I've seen Jake run against Dustin, and I saw him run when Ron Holmes came in with his grip, and I'm not going to say he doesn't lose, but I'm going to say he's quick.
Well, and the top 3 winners, whether they beat him or they're just close to him, get prizes.
The top 3 people aside from Jerry.
Yes.
Aside from Jerry, yes.
Jerry's prize is us.
Yeah.
He gets to hang out with us.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah.
I don't mean me, I'm meaning like the group as a whole.
The group as a whole.
I'm just socially awkward, and we all know that. I'm just a girl sitting here with her shotgun.
Just sit in the corner by yourself.
We can't see it.
Petting your barrel.
It's not camouflage.
If I look
It
at
is with your black shirt.
Actually, you can't see it.
If you look at where you're not supposed to look at on your phone, you can't see it at all.
Hi, John Henderson. I have to put my shotgun back up
John
here.
just came in.
John just walked in.
It shows that Sam's shotgun.
Part of it was. We
was?
started out here.
Yeah.
Say hi to the peoples.
No people.
Sam's shotgun and
beautiful.
Jerry.
And Jerry Miculek.
And Jerry.
Maybe you can get
This guy.
Jerry to sign your shotgun.
Jerry's cool, but he's not signing my shotgun.
What?
Wow.
Maybe.
I would literally buy a gun and then he would sign it. I would never want to run it again. I'll let him sign like a ball cap or something.
Do you like Vinny's talking about doing? See if you can get him to sign it.
Listen,
and then
I don't
engrave it into the gun.
what you
And
know
then can
about
just-
being 23 and trying to save for a house, but it does not allow me to buy a second gun in 1 month.
Maybe you can just have him shoot you.
No.
And just
it's
don't
fine.
wipe it off. Leave his fingerprints on there.
Never clean it?
Right.
I'll let him
All right,
sign
I'll
a
let
hat.
you guys get back to the show.
All right.
Well, it's Dustin that doesn't clean his
That's
shotguns.
right. And
Phil doesn't clean anything, so we can't give Dustin a hard time. Phil doesn't know how to clean a gun.
Stuff.
No, he
Give him-
doesn't.
give
Ask
him-
him.
give
Ask
him-
him right now, because he won't lie. How often do you clean your guns, Phil?
Very rarely.
Never.
How
I
often,
can't argue with
I will
him.
clean them sometimes.
how often do you
especially
shoot your
my
guns?
But several thousand rounds. I mean,
Oh,
thousands
wow.
and thousands of
Yeah,
rounds.
thousands of rounds before you clean. Like that's the way I do it.
You usually
Carbon,
shoot
you
at
know,
least
a lot of
once a
people-
week.
A lot of people think or don't know, I guess, that carbon actually is a very good lubricant. So if you let that carbon build up on there, it's okay. It's when you mix the carbon and the gun oil that it starts
I
getting
am
really
super
bad.
curious
But
to
those of
see-
you guys that like have the polished up, real nice and shiny like internal parts
that'd be
and
me.
stuff that you
Supposedly these
Yeah.
don't need cleaned because
Like,
they're
let
inertia
'em run.
driven. So we'll see if I turn into a Phil.
Yeah, I let mine run until I started having hiccups, and then I did tear
You
apart
could let
and
yours
finish.
run till Dustin's and it just gets gritty and then you have to,
My shotgun, I hit like that Mossberg. I got a Mossberg 930, and every time I shoot that in a 3-gun match, I tear it apart.
For those who don't know-
otherwise it will not work.
At the beginning of like my trap season per se, I took Chris and Dustin's guns out, both give them a try, thinking that's the model I would go with. And Dustin's,
Did not want to run.
it got slammed on the ground multiple times because I had to like jackhammer the rounds
That's
out of
harsh.
it. It was bad. There's
Yeah,
a
you
video
should've
and I
ordered
am
'em
literally
out.
like trying to I clear it because it would not eject round. It was bad, guys.
So word to Dustin,
Clean your guns.
clean your guns.
Yeah.
Just a thought.
Or you work somewhere where there is a gunsmith. You could check it in.
Yeah, they got a bench back here.
We've got a sonic cleaner. That
We
whole
did the
shotgun needs to
cleaning
go in it.
stuff.
We know a guy.
We have cleaned it out since then.
It has been cleaned since then. It does run better now. But
He
when
said,
I
there's a spring back
He gave
there? I
me-
didn't
he's
know
like,
there was a spring.
he was like, I
Never
cleaned it
cleaned it.
like 3 years ago after my last match, and I was like, oh my gosh, no wonder I couldn't run the stupid thing.
Yeah,
But
but it is fun.
it is.
I can't wait for this.
Oh yeah,
It'll be
but
fun.
this
He
is
was
the
gonna
fun.
hold up this
So
flyer.
if you're in the range, or at the range, I should say, in the range, at the range. See, we all named this place. It made it really awkward to tell somebody what it is. They're like, what's the range? Which range? The range. Capital
Here's what's
T,
worse.
capital R.
trying to start a shooting team. You can't be like shooting team of like you have to like word it because like the Range. You're just like that doesn't sound right.
Yeah, the Range St. Louis West. I mean, it's a great name. Kind of long, but I like it. Anyway, so you'll see these flyers by the cash registers while if you come in here.
Ooh.
So.
Grab one.
Frank actually had a couple good ideas. He said
Frank's
we should get Jerry to autograph a gun and/or boxes of ammo to raffle off for backside.
I like that.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
And
is Frank? Are you coming to? He's coming to the free part. He's just not shooting.
Planning on it. Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm not sure I've ever met Frank in person.
I haven't met Frank in person.
Will you
come at 7?
I did.
And then
I mean, I'll be here. I'm running the event.
You can meet Jerry and Frank at the same time.
You hear that, Frank? You are on the same level as Jerry, and apparently we can talk shotguns because Phil says you do that.
They're on the same level?
No, she said that.
She said that.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Okay.
They're both people. They still put
I
on
don't
pants
know.
while
I
they
don't
go
know
time.
Frank, but Frank's saying that he doesn't want to get beat by Jerry.
I don't either.
Or
That's
is
why I'm not
ashamed,
shooting.
or however to put it.
I hate to tell this, but all 25 who shoot will get beat by Jerry.
But what if one doesn't?
Yeah.
Can you imagine the madness?
That would be
Dustin
amazing.
claims to have beat him on 2 stages.
Talk about bragging rights.
From my understanding,
okay,
though,
so
Jerry had a complete firearm
malfunction.
So let's just
complete
say
breakdown on one of them.
If Dustin's beat Jerry and Jake outruns Dustin, just work out the math in that equation.
A equals B, B equals C.
Does A equals C?
Maybe. Can you imagine?
So I have seen a few people that have beat Jerry. They are all way better than most of the other people I've ever seen.
I don't see a lot of people run wheel guns. Really, that's the big difference. Jake's the only guy I've ever seen that like the way we use our hands is the way Jake is with a revolver. Like it's just so. It's his life.
All.
I still think
I mean,
Jerry
I don't even think that covers.
I mean, there's a reason there's a world record.
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying how cool would it be to be like,
it would.
Our Jake.
Yeah. It would. I don't know what we can feed Jerry that'll cause him to slow down. Maybe we can get him like a big turkey sandwich or something. Get him to eat a big
something with
turkey.
a lot of carbs.
Yeah,
carbs slow
spaghetti.
you down. Spaghetti.
We're gonna have we can go down the hill for lunch that day.
Oh.
See?
There we go. Make sure he eats extra bread.
Yeah.
Gotta weigh him down.
All right. Make him feel bloated.
Yeah.
You guys have been rambling for an hour.
Whoa.
Dave
Well,
Workman's here. What did you expect?
That's true.
Yeah.
Blame me? Okay.
No, I'm just saying there's like a third person in the conversation, so the conversation naturally goes on longer.
Yeah, it does. It does.
And we have Sam up there.
Yeah, but I talk really fast, so even though I talk more, it kind of levels out because the words leave so soon.
Stop.
Phil's over here really excited about
It just did. Look at this. Look at this shame. You shamed her. That's a heavy sigh.
Shotgun.
He really just only hates me as much as he hates everybody else, not
Phil
more.
hates almost all people.
No, all of them.
There's
He'll tell you equally.
there's like 4 people.
Yeah, his wife and 3 kids.
Yeah, right. It's a very small group. He doesn't hate Travis.
I do love Travis.
See, he loves Travis.
He just loves to call Travis a liar.
Travis is my buddy. At least I'll believe that.
I'll believe that.
He
Whatever
said
helps you sleep at night.
He said it, and he's not a guy that would lie.
I didn't think I'd ever see Phil fangirl, so.
It's Travis Haley, though.
And he was like, will you take my picture?
There's a couple like in that top tier. Like I'm not one to like get too fangirl on people either, but there's a couple of them that like you meet them and you're like,
just wants food. He needs a Snickers bar.
You're like,
Good.
Whoa.
Good segue.
And you got to keep telling yourself they still put their pants on one leg at a time.
I think it helped.
Do it way faster than
I
most
didn't have any
people
fangirl moments.
In record speed.
Because they'd be like, this is Travis Haley. And I'm like,
Who?
hi, I'm Sam.
Yeah.
And he's like,
So upsetting.
Yeah. Do you not know who I am?
like,
No.
I think that was a good thing though, because I think if I had known more people, like my first year at SHOT would have been like so overwhelming. I would have been like, there's all these famous people. And I was just like, I'm Sam. You look nice. Oh, you own Springfield. This is awkward.
Get Jerry and Travis to do the 2-2-4-2-2 drill. Side by side, see which one could. Because Travis is ungodly fast at that. Although,
that would be amazing.
Knowing Jerry's ungodly fast.
So is Jerry, so therefore.
Yeah. And I mean, watching Jerry walk through a stage is quite incredible, because you'll see him going through and you'll see him get to certain spots where he goes back and visually does a makeup shot in his walkthrough.
Right.
And he has that knowledge of when he may have the errant round that wanders away, because clearly he doesn't miss.
He did miss one day. When we were at the range down his place, it didn't make the video, but he missed the target completely. He had to go back and get it. And I thought, oh, I guess we won't put that in the video.
Oh, well,
but it was amazing.
He didn't miss that. It was the round that went errant. It
right,
just,
right.
Sometimes bullets go out and they just disappear.
I was
or
shocked.
It was a blank. Because those happen
Jerry?
to me.
68.
68. And dude can run a gun.
Oh, he runs better than 23-year-olds. No offense.
Yeah, Yackley is the only guy that right now really is giving him a very, very consistent.
Comparatively, is Lena's like times close?
They're pretty amazingly close. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do they really run the same?
They run some of the same. They'll run the same matches together.
Because she's getting really into PCC now.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she'll run 3-gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's just not her forte.
Yeah, that's still cool though.
But yeah.
Yeah. One of the greatest tips I got from Jerry that day was as you're shooting, because I shoot H.P.A. also, just kind of as a hobby, not like him. And as you're finishing on one target, because it's 2 rounds per target, your second recoil should land your gun on your next target.
Yep.
And I thought, I had never thought of it that way. And it's a simple thing like that I would never have thought about that.
Yep.
But duh. So you shoot one shot, and your second shot recoil should land on your second target. Boom, 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 all the way around.
Yeah, so as soon as you break that shot, and you've seen that camera picture of what your sights look like, you know where the shot went. As soon as you break that, you know it's a good shot. Your eyes transition over, your head's going to follow over, and the gun's going to come over.
Yeah. And
you might as well take the time while that gun is recoiling. That slide's coming back, and then it's got to come forward. Everything's got. Why hold it here for that to come through and then transition?
Because you can't reshoot that second shot, or you can't. I should say you can't steer that second shot.
Right.
Once it's left the barrel, move on. And it's one of those simple little things that the average person doesn't think about, but hearing it from Jerry is like, oh, duh, light bulb went on. Light bulb went on.
Yeah.
And here we are just coloring my back sights in so I can focus on a front sight.
So. And it worked.
It did work.
Anything else going on your little playlist here?
No, that's it really. We had
so April 15th.
April 15th.
Monday evening. Again, if you have tickets, please arrive at 5:45 at the latest. Preferably earlier than that.
If not, I might auction off your seat.
Ooh. Idle threat? I don't know.
Don't test me. I don't like people who are late. Ask Phil. Me and Phil view it the same way. If you're not early, you're late. If you're late, don't bother coming.
I like it. So, and then the 7 to 8 o'clock. By the way, here's the other thing. The range normally is closed at 7 o'clock on Mondays. They're staying open an extra hour for this event and donating their time to backstoppers. So kudos to the range and the ownership for being willing to do that.
We will take snaps.
That's John. He's just so much of a nice guy.
He is a nice guy.
He's a very nice guy.
We like him.
I like him too.
Good peoples.
Except for when he eats tuna in his office. Then I don't like him.
TMI.
Anyway.
It's gross.
I think we've had enough. Phil's getting over there. He's like getting antsy.
He is.
Wanting to like hit us and stuff. So
he's got to be almost done with that energy drink finally.
Right. Hit us up on the tubes, whether it be the face tube or the U-book or the Insta. What is the other ones? I don't know. John has all the different names. Facebook, Instagrams, YouTubes, we're all over the place.
And also at Wear Proper, W-E-A-R, because we're an apparel company, Wear Proper, at all of those social media he just mentioned.
Yep.
And if you want on the waiting list, let me know. Let us know what CMMG guns you'd like to see downstairs for rent.
What proper stuff you need us to carry?
Yeah, what proper stuff. What proper stuff you want Dave to bring for you to put your hands on.
How many of these plates do you guys want? They got a backpack insert?
Yes, for your kids.
I'm huge on backpack inserts. I've got one in mine. My daughter's.
2 sizes.
Both of them.
Big backpack, small backpack.
I like them ideas, so let us know how many of those things you guys need so we can make sure that Ryan gets those in here and gives you the benefit of having all those.
I think we're done. I think we're cut off. Phil's making that you guys are cut
gesturing.
off.
Yes. So, we'll catch you next week.
All right.
See you guys.
See you guys.